If you're new here, welcome. My name is Julia, and I like to do videos about makeup and skincare, anything new or some of my old favorites that we like to rediscover because we all have an old palette sitting somewhere that we used to love. And, maybe it needs a little new love here and there. So we try to run the gamut of new stuff and some old favorites. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to see more. I'm sure some of you have seen this style of lip before, the sort of lip look, the blurred one that we're going to be, doing a little demonstration of here today. But if you haven't, I'm going to put up at least the inspiration pic that made me want to make this video. I was looking around for like wearable looking blurred lips because a lot of them will look, kind of extreme. I know, especially in the 90s and a lot of the Korean and Japanese sort of beauty scene, there was like the popsicle look where it looked like you had just like had a popsicle and you had the little stain like right in the center of your lips, and then it was a very light gradient towards the edges. It doesn't feel terribly wearable. Like I'm not going to go to the office looking like I just had a rocket pop, like you're not really going to be doing that. So this one I found from Nina Park's Instagram. It looked very wearable, like something you could leave the house and feel good in and not, feel like I need to touch this up constantly. It's something that you can wear and enjoy, lunch with friends or just wandering around doing what you're doing. But yeah, lipstick, it slowly disappears and fades. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's get some makeup on here. So I'm going to be using a fairly new to me foundation. I've been trying this out for a little while. It's the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear, but it's the Care and Glow, so it's the more hydrating version of this. I am using shade number 120, I think. Yes, 120N. I'm using a brush to put this on, and one of my favorite things to do is to wet the brush with a little Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I know people wet beauty blenders to help it prevent absorption of tons of liquid foundation. I found the same is true with the brush, just a little spritz of either some water or if you have like this fancy primer water, it can really help prevent the brush from absorbing half of your liquid foundation. All right, temporarily blind while we do this. I really like how this foundation is a lighter coverage. It's not too heavy. So it's still pretty warm outside. I don't like it to be like too heavy of a coverage. I feel like it just starts like melting off the face. It gets awkward. But yeah, this is nice light. It doesn't feel too drying. It's nice and hydrating. So I've been liking it so far. It lives up to its promise of being nice and hydrating. Care and Glow foundation from Lancome. All right, next I'm going to dot on a little bit of concealer. So we have the Hourglass, let's see, Creme, or I think it's the Vanish Concealer in color Creme. All right, next I'm going to add a little bit of powder on the concealer to help set it using the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. Okay, next I'm going to be applying a little bit of blush. I've been really liking the Laura Mercier. There's a new tinted blush. It's a moisturizing, yeah, tinted moisturizer blush. A little bit does go a long way, but it melts nicely into the skin and works really well with lighter foundations. I like to take the little bit and then add it to the back of my hand just to make sure I don't have too much, so I can always go back and get more if I need it. All right, next we're going to be moving on to bronzer. I do like the classic, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Okay, let's move on and put a little, just a little something on the eyebrows. I do like to use the Give Me Brow from Benefit. It's really easy to just put this on very quickly. I am blessed. I have pretty nice eyebrows myself, so I don't have to worry about drawing in anything. This just covers up, especially if you have graying eyebrows. It adds just a little color. It makes them look a little fuller. Perfect. All right, let's see, what do we want to do next? Let's do eyeshadow. Again, we're going for kind of an easy look. The focus today is really going to be like that blurred lip we're doing. So I have the Bobbi Brown shadow, like one of those shadow crayons. I picked this up in the Nordstrom sale and I've been enjoying this. It's nice and easy. Just swipe on a little color, blend it in with your fingers. Again, I feel like I'm finger painting today. It's been just so much easier to just swipe a little color on and then blend it with my fingers. So I'm starting out with taupe on the outside. And then for the inner corner, I'll be using the other side of this, which is golden bronze. And for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Tom Ford Emotion Proof in 03. Just more of a brown color. We're doing very sort of neutral fall vibes. And to finish off the eye look, I'm going to be using the Chantecaille mascara. Okay, now what we are all here for, the moment, the blurred lip. Oh, look, see, this is the trick. Yeah. I was trying to find an appropriate eyeshadow eyeshadow brush because I was reading an article where Nina Park was describing how she had gotten the look, and I found a travel brush set with a nice petite domed fluffy eyeshadow brush. So I thought this is perfect. I wasn't really using my eyeshadow brush from the travel set because I haven't really traveled much like most people. I did splurge and I got the exact lipstick that the makeup artist used. It is a Fancy. See, okay. Ooh, here, yes. It's actually a Chanel color. I have not purchased. I used to get a Chanel red and a Chanel, well, red nail polish and lipstick because they had the best red. I haven't done that in a while, so I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So here we are. I think, what is the name of the shade? Does not say on the package that I can see. That was productive. Why doesn't it say? So here's the red. I'm excited. It's been a little while. So they were using the brush to get some of the red off and then just actually using this to apply it. Like they weren't even applying this and then feathering it out with the brush. It was just all with the brush. So let's go for it. I've been playing around with this technique using a liquid lipstick. So it was a little different. So let's see how it goes with an actual bullet lipstick. So I try to deposit most of the color in the center and then with what's left, just kind of brushing that towards the edges. Okay, and now that we have kind of a light coating on the lips, we're going to go in one more time, a little heavier, closer to the center to put a little more color there. So we have that slight gradient effect, but it isn't like too dramatic or like you literally just had a popsicle. It's more subtle. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's move on to the upper part's the worst. We've got the Cupid's bow. It's always easier, so I like starting on the bottom. I don't know about you, but this part makes me more nervous. So we'll do the same kind of thing, try to get like most of the color deposited towards the center and then use what's left towards the edges. Again, we're trying to go for that gradient effect and just slightly outside the lines. Okay, I don't think that took too much time. I was worried. It's like, it feels like it takes forever to put on the liquid lipstick because you're just like, but this, I feel like this one I'm pretty quick. I'm actually happy with this. I feel like everything else went on so quickly with the makeup look. I would have hated for the lips to have taken forever. What's nice is you can slowly build it. So if you're a little nervous about how it'll turn out, you can go slowly. But yeah, you can tell like there's a little deeper color towards the inside and then it gets a little lighter, but it isn't something that looks odd from far away. It's actually pretty cute. Awesome. I can't wait to see how this wears throughout the day. It should be a little easier. And the touch-ups, you're just sort of going for the middle again because it already looks, it has that slightly faded look towards the edge to start with anyway. So a nice quick reapplication. And it's a travel brush, so it's really easy to pop it, put it in my little, the little container it came with, toss that in the purse. Yeah, that's the look today. Thank you so much for going on this little journey with me. I've only tried this a couple times, so I'm glad this turned out all right. And yeah, you'll have to let me know how it goes if you try it. And please, if you've seen any other trends for the fall that you're considering or that you see and think, oh my gosh, like it's so great, I'm glad this is coming back, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye, guys.